Will Trump impose a martial law type order in the US soon? Hi, my name is Sneha Biswas and you are watching the Free Press Journal. As April 20 approaches, speculation is mounting over whether US President Donald Trump plans to invoke a centuries-old law, the Insurrection Act of 1807, to deploy military forces domestically. The rumor has sent ripples through political circles and civil society, with many wondering whether the US is heading toward a martial law type scenario. The speculation stems from an executive order signed by Trump on January 20, the day he assumed office for his new term. The order declared a national emergency at the US-Mexico border and included a clause stating that within 90 days the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security would recommend whether to invoke the Insurrection Act to regain control of the southern border. That 90-day deadline ends on April 20, 2025, fueling rumors online about an impending military deployment within US borders. The Insurrection Act, rarely used, grants the President of the United States the authority to deploy federal troops or federalized National Guard units to quell civil disturbances, enforce federal law or suppress rebellion. However, before proceeding, the President must issue a formal proclamation ordering lawbreakers to disperse peacefully as per legal requirements. While often confused, martial law and the Insurrection Act are fundamentally different. Martial law involves the complete takeover of civilian governance by the military, typically during war, rebellion, or large-scale disasters. Under martial law, a military commander assumes full administrative control and civil liberties can be suspended. In contrast, the Insurrection Act allows the military to assist civilian authorities, not replace them. The President retains administrative control and civil law is still in effect. The US Department of Justice notes that martial law is imposed only when civilian authorities are non-functional, a scenario that is extremely rare and constitutionally sensitive. While no official confirmation exists, Trump's January 20 executive order called for a 90-day review of the border situation and recommendation on invoking the Insurrection Act. Trump has previously hinted at using the act, notably during the George Floyd protests in 2020. According to reports, his administration has repeatedly sought ways to bypass traditional legislative procedures, making this speculation all the more plausible. Critics argue that this is part of a broader pattern to expand executive authority. If Trump follows through, April 20 could mark a historic moment, the first time the Insurrection Act is invoked in over 3 decades. The final decision hinges on the joint report from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, which remains under wraps. Until then, I want to hear your thoughts on the matter. Are you in support of this? Write to us in the comments below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Free Press Journal. Thank you for watching.